We're live. Okay, let's get my tea. Tea time, tea time, tea time, tea time. Hi guys. I've got 45 minutes to try and read a chapter. My wife's still wrapping presents. So I'm going to have a go reading this book. Got my teeth. Bit of honey in the tea. Got Elvis on in the background. What more do you want? Okay. Right, so I've got to remind people that we are live because the notifications, as you know, never work. The tea's here. Then we're gonna. Oh, I've got Elvis in the background. It's so good. Okay. Oh yes. Oh, I need a bit more milk in that. That looks a bit too strong for me. I like my tea not too strong, slightly milky. That's better. Yes. That's how I like it, guys. Hi, Emily. How are we going? Emily in Melbourne. Yay. Thank you for your lovely messages. And Emily, thank you for your support. Right. Of course, I'm going to have to go through and message everyone that we're live. We're going to try and read chapter 11. Ah, you're too kind to me, Emily. Right, so we're going to try and go through chapter 11. I need to add a bit more milk to this. It's still too strong. Chapter 11 on the book. Obviously, we've got to review it. We can't read it word for word. We have to review it. I know I keep saying this to you guys, but we do. Okay. Right, that's better. I think I'll leave this one up here, and this can be my... So I keep what I'm doing. Hi, Lord. Hi, Larry. Hello, my friend. And you are in South America. It's tea. You can have a coffee, Larry. I'm going to have a tea. So Larry and Emily, it takes a while for people to join us. We're reading chapter 11 of this book, but we're going to do it in small bits so we can review it and criticize. Well, that's the wrong word. And no, so we can. No, I don't want to criticize it. I love this book, so that we can just break it down and talk about it. Yeah. So it's not a read for read, like word for word. It's a review. Chapter 11. We've already read the first 10 chapters. So what's the weather like in Melbourne, Emily? Right. I'm gonna... Right, I didn't have a chance to tell everyone we're live. It's the usual story, isn't it? Okay. Okay, well, that's just Sue on the chat. So let's just tell everyone we're live. I know this bit's really annoying, but I have to do it. So bit by bit, people start joining as they realize that we're live. Oh, God, I have to send like 100 messages. Right. So Southeastern, so 4 seasons in one day. All right, so the weather's all over the place. We've had some gorgeous summer days. Right, okay. So Joanne's just messaged me. Let me tell her we're live. Joanne, we're live. Right, so a message has just come through from Joanne. I'm going to just quickly read it. I get messages all the time. Some very, very complicated, interesting. You guys are educating me all the time. Right, so Joanne says, "Hi Louis, I hope you don't find this question disrespectful. I was wondering if you would be doing shows over Christmas and New Year. I definitely am, but not. I would not expect you to, as I appreciate your cherished family time. Oh no, I definitely am. But what I'll do them on the dog walks. So when I walk the dogs, I'll do my shows. So that I think New Year's Eve I think we're going to a party New Year's Eve. Christmas Day, obviously, is very special. At some point, I will have to walk the dogs. So that'll be when I do my shows. Yeah, Larry, didn't you join us yesterday? Weren't you new to the channel yesterday? So let me just tell Joanne we're live. We're live. So the kids are at school. You've got my lovely wife is wrapping presents. She sort of enjoys it. She watches her programs, and Christmas Day we're all in the lounge. There's obviously it's all set up in there. It's beautiful in there. Yeah. And we just literally spend the day there. Aurora's, my wife's mother comes, so the gran comes. We do a big spread like everyone does, big Christmas dinner, and then we get quite a few visitors in the evening, you know, relatives. So Boxing Day, we tend to visit other families. Like my brother's, I got a twin brother. We tend to visit his family on Boxing Day. So my wife plans everything. Yeah. I just follow. I follow whatever my wife wants to do. I go along with it. I help her where I can. Like just now, I've been lying underneath her car trying to fix her car. So I've got dirty hands. It is starting to get fixed now. I'm starting to get my head around it. I've been watching loads of YouTube videos, and I know how to fix it now. I've ordered some parts. So I'm going to fix her car. Right. So let me just, did I tell Joanne that we're live? Let's have a look. I was just telling her on YouTube. I'll just quickly say it again, just in case I forgot. We're not in a rush, guys. I've got an hour, so I'm not rushing. I'm just taking my time. Is Deborah awake yet? Come on, Deborah, wake up. Where are we? So I wish I could just do one message on YouTube that just tells everyone we're live. You probably can. I just don't know how to do it. So Luana sent a message. Should we read it? Just by looking at Elvis and Priscilla back then, full of happiness, loving, happy marriage. She looked friendly and a nice person. Soon the 1970s approached. Priscilla became first, middle, and last, and the wicket, from friendly to cold-hearted. Yes, she changed. I think she means the witch. Luann, you're right. For some reason, she changed. Essie has just sent me a lovely comment. Essie, Essie, said that I'm nice. Thank you. I'm just quickly reading these. I did want to tell Joanne that we are live. Live now. Okay, so that's Joanne. So then I want to tell like Tony and stuff. Let's just tell Tony. We've got a few of you. Where are we? Tony, live. So we've got Denise, I think, said to me that she's got to go to bed. She's got to see a doctor. Is it in the morning? Dialysis, I think they call it. Let's tell Lorna. Angel seems like she's out today. She was here this morning, but Angel seems out. Angel's busy. Right, so let's go on to Messenger. I'll say the names to you guys. So Darby watches our show sometimes. Darby Shaw. Larry, I just subscribed to your channel 2 or 3 days ago. I find it interesting. Oh, thanks, Larry. Feel free to ask questions, my friend. Everyone needs to set their notification bell. Do you know what, Larry? We have, and I tell you what, this has been going on for 6 months, Larry. Everyone has got their notification bell set, and hardly anyone gets the notifications. But just to give you a brief rundown, Larry, we've been going around 9 months. Before that, I was just an Elvis channel, anything related to Elvis. We have turned into defending Elvis, but we don't just defend Elvis. We also defend the whole bloodline, but we are also an Elvis channel. We generally try to expose the wrongdoing of different people towards Elvis and Lisa and Riley, etc. So, but we're not always serious. We have a bit of fun as well. Many of us have got to know each other. So we're a growing family, and you know, we've had our ups and downs. You know, we've had a few little minor hiccups, but generally we come from love. We come from a kind heart, and it is awkward talking about Priscilla because she's done so much wrong. We try not to be a hate channel. We don't want to be a hate channel. But obviously, we expose so much wrongdoing from Priscilla that, you know, if you're a Priscilla fan, you're not going to like it. But I don't actually hate Priscilla. I think she's done some serious bad stuff. I think she needs to seriously apologize. And we're always going to bring up the wrongdoing of Priscilla because there's so much towards not just Elvis, towards Lisa and Riley as well. So we're always going to bring it up because that is how we clear Elvis's name, how we clear Lisa's name. Darlene, are you the one that was on the chat just now, or are you a different Darlene? Oh, I don't mind. Emily, I don't mind. You're right. I think a lot of people have got very busy. It's okay because a lot of people watch the lives later. Let me just... I just want to make sure I message everyone. I think this close to Christmas, I think there's people at home doing stuff. So the least I can do is let them know that we've gone live. Can you hear the music in the background? I've got it just low enough so we're not copyrighted, but so that I can just enjoy it in the background. I hope I don't get copyright. Lucy, what's happened to you? Lucy Gianelli Kochman. What's happened to you? You used to be listening every day. You seem to have disappeared. Lucy, come back. Let's have a look. So it looks like Lucy's gone on holiday. Lucy, we miss you. Right, so Kathy. Deborah. Are you awake yet, Deborah? All right, hi, Darlene, yeah. Luann's here. Luann, did you get my message off YouTube? Leanne McDonald. Hi, Lou, Emily, and Larry. Emily, I live in Ballarat, and it has been very hot today. Leanne, are you new? Have you been on before? Welcome. Or is that Luann? Because there's a mix-up with names with Leanne, isn't there? With Luann. So are you new? Welcome to Team Elvis. Let's tell Diana. So what we're trying to do at the moment is get everyone to join us. And what I tend to do is I message people direct that have put me on their Facebook. That tends to be a better way of getting people on because the notifications only work for a few people. So let's all welcome Leanne if she's new. Right, I'm nearly there, guys. Emily's on. Angel, I don't know where Angel is today. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh yeah, actually I'll message Linda. I know Linda's busy at the moment. Obviously, all of you are busy because of Christmas, aren't you? Right, let's get Linda on. I'm going to message Salvatore. Salvatore, Salvatore, are you there? You're not there yet, are you? Okay, we're nearly done, guys. So I just want to see if we can get Salvatore on, because I know he wakes up. There's different time zones, isn't there? So let's. Kim watches us. Kim, are you there? Kim sends me some very interesting emails every day. Kim, thank you for your very interesting emails. Let's get Salvatore on. Kim, thank you, because I know it means a lot to you. Right, we just told Salvatore we're live. Right, so I think that's everyone. Okay, right, so we're going to carry on with our experiment, guys. We're going to try and read chapter 11. Now, we've really thoroughly enjoyed this book. This is such a good read. We're all old here, Salvatore. Larry, we're all old here. Hi, Emily. We seem to have a few Aussie following Louis. Definitely. We're very proud to have so many Australians join us. Kathy is Australian as well. Right. Okay. So as I was saying about this book, we've read 10 chapters of it, but YouTube have said to us we have to do it as a review. So we're going to read small bits and then chat. This is a brilliant book. If you want to feel like you're in the 1950s and 60s and you want to feel a closeness to Anita Wood and Elvis, read this book. You really do get a sense of Elvis and Anita and how they were in the 50s and 60s, how they met, how they got together. Also, just how talented and amazing both of them were. Anita Wood was a very, very talented girl and a very decent girl with a really good heart. Beautiful, a great dancer, an amazing singer. And they'd actually... Anita Wood and Elvis really suited each other. They really made a lovely couple. And unfortunately, the more we read, the more we realize that Elvis just wasn't ready. I think eventually he gets to a point where he meets Priscilla in 1959. And really, this changes everything. But they do carry on. Anita and Elvis do carry on for a bit longer in the 60s. Anita Wood spent some very, very special times with Elvis. She saw his fame just getting stronger and stronger. She sees him go off to the army years. She sees him through the passing of his beautiful mother, Gladys, and when he's at basic training. The more we read it, we all just wish that they got married. We all just wish that it had worked out, but it wasn't meant to be. A brilliant read, a stunning lady. Let's see if I can get that closer. I'll show you a few pictures. I think this book was sent to me by either Karen or Linda. But she was just a lovely girl. She really stayed true to Elvis. She really did stay true to Elvis. And I really feel that she gave up a lot for Elvis. She gave up the movie contracts that was offered to her, and unfortunately, in the end, she was living in hope that Elvis would calm down, would settle. We know about the phone call, which we've got on our YouTube channel. It's on YouTube, the phone call. Yes, Darlene, he did. Elvis screwed up. He did make a monumental mistake. I'm gutted, right? When I read this book, I am absolutely gutted they never got married, because obviously we know just how bad things were with Priscilla. Sorry, my hands are a bit dirty because I've been working on my wife's car, but just such a shame, such a shame. And Larry, you're right. It was Colonel Tom Parker that prevented her from going to Germany in 1959. So he did some serious damage, didn't he, Larry? Let's see if there's any other pictures I quickly show you. We last on the last. Actually, do you know what? I might do that. On the last live stream we did, we read out his love letters. They're quite long. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to read because I don't have that long. I'm going to do the love letters. The dog's going to bark. Now, if we get a delivery, it'll be the dog's barking. Now, that sounds. Someone's just got home. Right. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to. It's okay. Come over here. Right. Let's let the dog do his thing. Come and say hello. Come and say hello to Team Elvis. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Right, it's okay. Someone's just come home. Right, do you want to come and say hello? Come over here. She wants me to cuddle her tummy. Right, you're okay. It's okay. All good. All good. Right. Right, I can't read this unless you stop. So you must stop. Okay, they've gone now. They've gone now. All good. All good. Fall back to sleep like you were just now. Right, let's have a look. Hi, Karen. Karen, are we reading your book? Is this your book, Karen? I always forget who bought me these books. I've decided we're going to do love letters. Right, I'm going to start reading. The first love letter. Yes, I thought it was. Karen, I've decided we're going to read some of the love letters. I don't have ages. I have 25 minutes. I just received your letter. So this is from Elvis to Anita, and he titles it, My Dearest Little Darling. I just received your letters, and I can judge by the last 3 that you are a little disappointed. Well, I can't blame you. Let me just turn the TV down. Sorry, because it distracts me. Okay, that's better. Here we go. Well, I can't blame you, especially since all the mess was written about little puppy and all those horse shit. Well, I don't know where they get the information, but the girl they speak of was a photographer. It was a photographer's model, and she was brought over by some newsman the first week I was here. I have seen her 1 time since then. She doesn't speak a word of English, and I have not been dating her, and I did not say all the stuff about seeing her 4 or 5 times, and I have not tried to keep anything from you. You see, that was really played up big because the papers figured it was a good for German. It was good for Germany. No, it was good for German and American relationships. Do you understand that? But don't you dare ever mention it to a soul, because if you do, I am finished with Germany. Just keep it inside of you, and regardless of what you read and what obstacles come up in our way, please remember that I am yours, my darling, yours, 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 yours. No one will ever take the place of my little. We know that he called her my little. In my life, baby, you will never know how lonesome and miserable I am. I will be so thankful to God when once again I am free to return back to singing, making movies, and above all, returning to your little arms and lips. Every night I lay in my bunk bed, I see your little eyes and your little nose, and it's almost like you are here, like you are pressed up close to me. I can feel your little hair on the side of my face, and sometimes I get so excited, I want you so bad. I start sweating. It's getting a bit hot under the collar, isn't he? Well, so much for that. Listen, my love, never doubt my love for you. Always trust me, and believe me, when I say that I love you, it sure is going to be a blue Christmas this year. But in 15 months, 15 short months, it will be over. And as General MacArthur said, I shall return. Have a Merry Christmas, darling. And remember, there is a lovely little boy 5,000 miles away that's counting the hours till he returns to your arms. If you want, now, if you get a chance, try and locate a record called Soldier Boy. Oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that song. I might even play it, guys. Soldier Boy, play it and think of me by the way of our song. From now on is Love Me Forever. So he says, by the way, our song now is Love Me Forever by Tommy Edwards. Every night I play it just for you. Always loving and wanting you. Yours alone, darling, Elvis. Ugh, I'm going to have to play that song. Guys, I'm going to have to play that song. So I'll tell you what. So someone just said, is Elvis lying here? Oh, yes. So, now, that's quite a good question. I mean, all I can say, you know, we love Elvis. We adore Elvis. But when it comes to, he definitely was a smooth talker, Karen. I think Elvis knew how to put words together in a beautiful way to make Anita feel at ease and to wait longer. You can sort of tell that he doesn't want her to speak to the press. I think that's why he says, look, please don't talk about it, because that'll be the end of me in Germany. So he's sort of, he's ticking all the boxes, and he's sort of showing love, making her feel that he's just alone in his what did he call it, where he sleeps. He likes to give her the impression that he's just waiting for her. And then when it comes to other women, like the girl that couldn't speak English, he gives the impression that he hardly knows her, couldn't even speak to her because she didn't speak English. And he's keeping her there. I do think Elvis loved Anita Wood. Honestly, I do. But the truth is, Elvis, in his 20s, was not ready to settle down. Not with Priscilla, not with Anita, not with anyone. We've now heard that he could have been seeing as many as 4 or 5 different girls in Germany. Have any of you heard that? So, come on, the bunk bed. Thanks, Carolyn. So the truth is, does anyone here think Elvis was ready to settle down in his 20s? Honestly, let's be straight. We're Elvis fans. We love Elvis. Yeah? But does anyone here think that Elvis was ready to settle down in his 20s? And does anyone here think that Elvis was faithful to Anita Wood? I'm interested to see what you say. Hi, Debbie. You're awake then? Come on, girls. The ladies here. Do any of you think Elvis will settle down? Yeah. No and no. I'm interested. Any women on here? The girls, from the girls' point of view. Yeah. So Linda, he was. I don't think at all that he was, and he was not faithful. Linda, just want you to know that I told my kids that you'd sent them some money to get some chocolates each. They screamed. I said to them, I want them to come and thank you themselves, so they're going to at some point. And he was not faithful. Not that. Come on, how many men are faithful in their 20s? I'm a man, you know. No, absolutely not. I think he had women knocking on the door 24/7, and handsome young man would not be enticed by would be enticed. Elvis's mother was hoping they'd marry, and they talked about it, but Parker told him out it because he said wasn't good for Elvis's reputation. Yeah, I mean, even, do you know what, Josie? Hi, Josie. Even this thing where it was Parker that stopped Anita going to Germany in 1959. Yeah, I'm not fully convinced. I do think probably that's true about Parker. He liked Elvis to be known as a single man. Yeah, but I sometimes wonder. I don't know if any of you agree. I sometimes wonder if Elvis, that's what he wanted as well. Is it possible that Elvis used Parker as an excuse to prevent Anita from going to Germany? Because Elvis wanted to see other people. Elvis wanted to have fun. We don't know, do we, guys? So substance use and disorder. We haven't seen you for a while. How are you? No, Elvis was not ready to settle down. He was too young. Elvis, right, so Josie, sorry, let me just scroll back. Elvis is, yes, I actually agree that Gladys was hoping they would marry, definitely, and Vernon loved her as well, didn't he? I honestly do think Gladys and Vernon did want Elvis to get married. Yep, in the book we read out the baby names. Thanks, Josie. I think it was Elvis Presley Jr. for if it was a boy, and Lisa Marie if it was a girl. They picked out those names. They definitely planned to marry. They did plan to marry, and I believe that when they were making those plans, Elvis meant it. Everything changed when he met Priscilla. I think if Anita stayed and fought for him, yes, Josie, I agree with that. I agree, Josie. I'm completely with you on that. I honestly think that if Karen had stuck it out, let Elvis go through his 20s, at least his, the main part of his 20s, that she could have won that little battle. She could have outwon Priscilla. Because Elvis, I truly believe, especially after reading this book, that Elvis did love Anita. So that's a really good comment, Josie, because how many of you here think that if Anita's a great question, how many of you here think that if Anita Wood had stuck it out and not walked out that day when she overheard Vernon and Elvis talking about Priscilla, and this Elvis had this difficult decision to make, who he loved, because he loved them both, trying to choose between Anita and Priscilla. How many of you think that if Anita had stuck it out, that Anita would have won through, would have won Elvis, and all of history would have been different? How many of you think it, guys? Let me just scroll down. I think if Anita stayed, I thought, yeah, such a good comment, Josie. So please hit the thumb. Oh, thanks, Thanks, Debbie. Army life is a foreign country. Dip your pin and a few quiffs, which is, yeah, I bet you have the, come on. I know what you're saying. Dip your pin in a few quiffs, which is an adventure. Come on. There's nothing wrong with that, though, is there? Larry, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Come on. You're only young once, yeah? So, but unfortunately, Anita wasn't like that. Anita was an extremely decent girl. Extremely decent girl. She wasn't dipping her quiff in anything. She stayed innocent for Elvis. She gave up her career for Elvis. Elvis truly loved Anita, and I'm sure he thought about that decision many times. I bet he thought about it over and over again for the rest of his life. Honestly, when Elvis ran into Anita at one of his concerts, he couldn't stop touching her. He must have missed her and asked her if she made a mistake. I think he missed her. I think that's one of the big regrets of his life. Honestly. Linda, I agree with you. I'd like to think that he would have chosen Anita. Me too. Yeah, yes, maybe it would have been good for Elvis if he had stayed. If she had stayed. Yes, I think Anita would have made a big difference. I'm not sure. Right, so Carolyn, I'm not sure about that. He encountered so many beautiful and impressive women over the course of his lifetime. I think he was just always prone to fall in love with many women. I do think he wore his heart on his sleeve. I do think Elvis's head was turned quite easily. I also think that Elvis, when he liked someone, he really liked them. Yeah, he went in head first, didn't he? But then he would have his head turned. Yeah, I think he treated them all kindly and respectfully. Obviously, very generous, and he made them feel very special. He made them feel like they're the only one. He did do that. He had a gift with making you feel I'm the only person that matters. He had that gift. I think that. Anita had too much class to put up with that. Debbie, she was a decent girl. She was a decent girl. She didn't put out. Back in the day, there were girls who would and girls who wouldn't. While in Germany, Elvis found girls who would. Elvis did love Anita. And I agree. Isn't it the same now, Darlene? Isn't it the same now, even in 2024? You get the decent ones. I just think, I've always thought a lot of it is to do with the friends you have and your surroundings, the friends you have and your surroundings. People make mistakes as well, don't they? People make mistakes. Or you get very convincing, charming men that just know how to wrap you around their little finger. So it's pretty tough, isn't it, guys? Back in the day, right, let's have a look. I think once Prissy moved there and showed her colors, Elvis knew he had made a mistake. Yes, unfortunately, not until about 1968, 10 months after the wedding. Come on, Elvis lived as a single man until 1966, and then he decided to do the right thing and settle down and keep everyone happy. I think reluctantly. I've always thought Elvis reluctantly got married. And I think Elvis's gut feeling knew something was wrong with Priscilla. I think Elvis deep down knew something wasn't right. But I don't think he realized until once she got pregnant. Elvis only wrote letters to Anita when in the army, no one else. So Josie, we're going to read all the letters. We're going to do a part 2 of this live stream. We've only read one letter so far. They're quite long, these letters, so they're going to take a while. But it doesn't matter because we can come back and do a part 2. I think, let's have a look. I think Gladys was happy that he was with Anita because she was mature enough to pull him up like his mother used to. Yes, she would. Yeah. Strong-minded girl that wasn't scared to tell Elvis off. You can tell that from the phone call. Come on, we've all heard the phone call, haven't we, guys? And you know the version I've got is 25 minutes long. It's a 25-minute phone call, and he's trying to dig him. Elvis is trying to dig himself out of a hole. She's not stupid. She's a smart girl. She knows exactly what Elvis is up to. She knows exactly when he's lying and twisting the truth. But you can also hear that he wants her to. He doesn't want to lose her. I think all the way through that phone call, he keeps reminding her, I do love you. I do love you. Please wait for me. He's trying to reassure her, but then he calls her an old nag. But I think you can tell that he loves her in that phone call. It's really interesting. And how many of you have heard them singing together? We've got it on our YouTube channel of Elvis and Anita singing together. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you haven't listened to it, guys, highly recommend you do. Karen, when you go further on in the book, Louis, Elvis does see Anita at her work and does try with Anita to win her attention. All right, is this Karen? Is this after they split up? Because obviously I'm only up to chapter 11. And I think he once slept with Prissy at 18. It does seem that way because of Lisa said it in the book, Josie, yeah? He was trapped with her parents finding out and they used it. And yes, and I've heard that because it does seem like they slept together at 18 because Lisa said it. So I believe it. Ricardo, introduce yourself properly, please. What is that? Parker set the whole Scylla thing up. Parker said, even if you're not compatible, you look good to the public. So yeah, I agree that because they had sex at 18, that maybe the parents, the father, used that as an arm twister that pushed Elvis into getting married. Yeah. Now, just so you know, guys, anyone new that joins us now, I do like them to introduce themselves. Otherwise, I just ignore it. So took Anita a long time to get over Elvis, and Prissy got over him in a minute. I don't think Anita ever got over Elvis. I know she had she had a very full life. Anita did. I don't think she ever got over it. I know her daughter wrote the book. I think Anita was very nervous about writing the book. So, Salvatore, did you get my email? I emailed you. Did I wake you up? I just can't imagine how Anita felt when she heard Elvis passed. So I only got two, Salvatore, I got two photos. One of you, let's have a look. I got one of you with Elvis's army preacher. Let's have a look. Let me just see if so I always struggle to find these things. Let's have a look. Where is it? So you got Elvis with his army. All right. There we go. Salvatore. And let's see if it's going to focus first. There we go. And then you sent me another one. Elvis. Okay. So then the other picture that Salvatore sent me, I think, is that the same? Salvatore, is that the same person? So this is Salvatore. Right. So where are we now? I haven't actually got that much longer because I got to get the kids from school. Your spelling is fine. Yeah, and the one of him today. Yes. Thank you, Salvatore. So what, Salvatore, let me just read Ricardo's comment. Sorry. Elvis Fever. Elvis did never force no girls to love him. He's the man. I know, Elvis, what I am with you. Elvis reunite the races. Elvis revolutionized music and entertainment and produced comment. He's the kid. Yeah, I agree. Ricardo, yes. He definitely did not force anyone to do anything. 100% Elvis did not force anyone to do anything. I agree. Thank you, Ricardo. Right, so Salvatore did send me some song. What it is, a lot of the stuff Salvatore sends me, I'm asleep. He wakes me up. Salvatore, you wake me up. Woo! Now let's have a look, see what I managed to download. All right, let's try if this one works, yeah? Right, just so you know, guys, on part 2 of this, we're going to do a part 2 of this. We are going to read some. We're going to be. It's for the love letters, and we're going to read part 2 of the love letters on this book, and we are on part 3 going to start reading chapter 11 of this book. Okay, guys. But I don't really have that much longer, so I think I wanted to use it as an opportunity to play a couple of songs. I want to play one of Salvatore's, but I also want to play Soldier Boy. And I was going to end it, if I've got enough time, with Anita Wood and Elvis singing. So let's go. Let's go, guys. Right, Salvatore, you're on the spot, my friend. Now, Salvatore, I want you to know I haven't listened to this yet. I haven't had the time. So, are you ready? No, I haven't heard this. It's the first time for me as well, guys. But you know I love Salvatore. Let's sing it together, guys. Time slipped away. 50 minutes already. Okay. Yay! Right. I'm back, guys. Love it. Salvatore. Now, we've got more of Salvatore, but I'm saving those for the next show. I want to play Soldier Boy, and I want to play, if I've got enough time, Elvis and Anita singing, okay? So, the reason I want to play Soldier Boy is because it's mentioned in the book by Elvis. So let's put that on next, and then I'll check your messages. I'm trying to remember who sang Soldier Boy. Does anyone here remember who sang Soldier Boy? Was it the Ronettes? Someone here is going to know. For me, it is. Oh, here it is. Guys, I love this song. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Right. Hi, my man. Right, I'm going to just play this and read your comments. And then we're going to try and find Anita Woods singing with Elvis. And then I've got to go and get the kids from school. It's pouring with rain in the UK. Salvatore, you were amazing. Oh, God, I'll tell you what. That song for me is a 10. That song for me is a 10. I love that song. It's like Salvatore said, that type of rock and roll style ballads. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It really gets me right here. So let's see if we can. Right, this is going to play us out, guys. Guys, this is going to play us out because I got to go and get the kids from school. So I just want to say to all of you, thank you for joining me. I'm going to play some more Salvatore songs as well as Songbird Angel. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to do another live stream with the love letters of Elvis to Anita. And I'm going to play a bit more music. I'm going to see if I can find Soldier Boy sung by Elvis as well, because I think I'd really like that. So this is just off YouTube, and someone is playing the songs of it's 5 minutes long, but it's playing Elvis and Anita together having a chat and a sing song. So love to all of you guys. I'm going to rush off, but I'm going to let this play. Okay, guys? Okay, guys. It's not very loud.
Oh, thank you. That's a beautiful song.
It better be a good one. I wish I had it. I didn't do it. You put her on a song like that one, or Happy Birthday, maybe? Oh, I wish you'd record that. I wish you'd record that one. Or, you know, something from Hard Acre. But I'm afraid that they're going to put on something a little too modern, a little too popular. A little too popular. You know what I mean? Just die too quick. Well, no. They'll catch on and no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about they want to give us some music. I'm afraid it's more of a Jude London type. Something. They got to give her something like Connie Francis sings. Yeah. Something that just catches on. Yeah, that'd be good. Did you play the new one in section? I don't care. You know.